Family, we are back. I want to thank you guys for being here, and I do appreciate you guys interacting on the videos. Now, what we're going to get into today, we're going to review and react to a few clips, and I just really want to know, what's your cost? Some people say everybody got a cost. Everybody has a price. What's your price? What would be so lucrative to make you give up time with your family and other things? Yeah, we're gonna check out a few of these clips, and we're gonna see what the price of fame can do. Let's go.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter. Get pop shit, get higher. I'm the hottest, call me fire. Rock out, jump up, live my life up.
Now, the price of fame, it comes with a lot, some people say. But I know one thing it does come with is an oath. Whatever that oath may be is what it is, but you better not go against it. Did these people we're going to review and react to, did they go against the oath? When you go against the oath, how are you dealt with then? Yeah, we're about to make it make sense, y'all. This first clip is Sinead O'Connor. I think that's how you say her name. I never knew she spoke out so much like this. I never knew. Check this out.
Tell me what happened.
She was not well. She was really very, very, very not well. I would say she was possessed, although I'm not sure I believe in such things. So either she was just a sadist and a pedophile, or she was possessed by the devil. She ran a torture chamber. It was a torture chamber. She was a person who took delight, would smile in hurting you.
What did she do?
My earliest memory, she's telling me that I shouldn't have been born. She didn't want me. She didn't want girls. She wants me to be a boy. She dresses me like a boy. She chops my hair off when she wants to burst my womb. She wants to destroy my reproductive. She wants to stop me being a female.
Painted the public enemy symbol on the side of her head, being that the Grammys didn't acknowledge rap music.
Protested the Grammys in 1989 because they refused to recognize rap music and hip-hop as a legitimate musical category.
This spoke about how she had a lot of frustration with the music industry and, her being silenced and, you know what I'm saying? It was just, she made a lot of public statements, mostly in other countries.
Escape my country and escape stigma, escape all the things that meant it okay for everybody to use the fact that I suffer from 3 mental illnesses as something to beat me with rather than as something with which they might, be compassionate. I'm having kidney stone. I'm all by myself, and there's absolutely nobody in my life except my doctor, my psychiatrist, the sweetest man on earth who says I'm his hero, and that's about the only thing keeping me alive at the moment. The fact that I'm his bloody hero.
I ain't gonna lie, that made me feel bad. That made me feel really bad. The thing that stood out the most was her saying she's all alone. All she has is her psychiatrist. Who's to say the psychiatrist isn't playing for the other team? That's one thing you gotta really keep in mind when you're dealing with these companies, allegedly. Some of them try to put their doctors and lawyers and stuff like that in place for you, but it really benefits them. What was so bad about her line of work to where it affected her like that? I never paid attention to her at all, for real. Was it the line of work she was in that made her like that, or was she always like that? That's crazy. I'm gonna have to do more research on her. Now this next clip is about FINESSE2TYMEZ. Dude talks too much. He talks too much on a street level, a regular civilian level, and also a level of his field of work, I'll say that. Listen to how bro breaks down this clip though, and I never knew bro started getting into the one-eyed symbolism and things like that. But when you're thirsty as he is, and gullible as he is, he'll follow almost anything. Real talk. And I think this company really took advantage of it. Anyways, let me shut up. Let's get to the clip.
Drives traffic and headlines, and some religious interpretations see a single eye as a symbol of faith, or the eye of faith, which others see as a form of half blindness to the truth and Luciferianism. Wowzers. And symbolism and the theories behind this is that hiding one eye is sometimes interpreted as becoming half blind to the truth and can represent sacrificing a part of oneself for material gain. So all this really means the same thing, is, what I'm getting from the reading. And since the eyes are the windows to the soul, this gesture symbols that, partial or total loss of one's soul. Is essentially a symbol for the Illuminati, who practices Luciferian doctrine and worships Satan, just to be clear. Wow. These techniques are the one-eye symbolism, are evidence of what the artists represent and are willing to represent publicly as a means to conveying their support of the Illuminati and their agenda. Now, in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I saying FINESSE2TYMEZ is trying to get into the Illuminati, right? Or has been chosen by the Illuminati in any type of way. All I'm saying is, by him doing that one-eyed symbolism, like I just read to you, this causes, discussion. This causes and brings controversy, right? It drives traffic to his Instagram and social media pages. So this is exactly what he could be doing, right? Now, FINESSE2TYMEZ was down in Atlanta when he posted all this and did that one-eyed symbolism. Was promoting that song with him and Jermaine Dupri. He was in Atlanta at the time, and he wrote this and posted it on his social media, on his Instagram. And this also lets me know that FINESSE2TYMEZ might, had a talking to by some of the elites. And this is what he had to say. It says, in the game we in, it's all about money. Ain't that the truth? It's all about who hot and on top in today's time. And I get it, but I don't respect it. Wow, really? Well, we can definitely see why he would be saying this. Did somebody tell him, right, the real rules to the game and how to, rise to the top and the things he would have to do, meaning, hey, the one-eyed symbolism that he had to do for the very first time. All of a sudden, he goes on to say, second time linking with the OG at Jermaine Dupri, one of the most genuine dudes I met since I've been doing this. I want to give you your flowers in front of the world. OG, you helped me open my eyes to a lot of things. See, that right there is encrypted. But if you know what he's saying, you know what he's saying. So if Jermaine Dupri is already at where FINESSE2TYMEZ is trying to get to, right? Jermaine already has all the money, power, peace, and respect. So if he's teaching Finesse these things, he's telling them how to get there and how to reach it, right? He's opening up his eyes to these things. He could very well be, schooling Finesse on these hand gestures, these rituals, these symbolic meanings of things to get him to where he need to be in the game. And it goes on to say, even gave me good, encouraging words when it came to my mama. 100. You forever got my respect for that. Money and peace. Okay? So I guess it's just money and peace, not money, power, and peace. But anyway, nevertheless. So this right here definitely gives us more sight as to why FINESSE2TYMEZ is allegedly doing the one-eyed symbolism all of a sudden, now that he's got closer to somebody that's alleged gatekeeper in the music industry.
Now, I wouldn't say Finesse and Jermaine are close. I don't even see Jermaine working with Finesse or being the type person that he would want to work with. Now, when it comes to that club and that group of people, I don't see that dude going too far. I don't see him being a part of anything, because he's already shown them that the moment he gets mad or doesn't get his way or feels like he doesn't get his way or whatever is getting played, he's going to speak out. No matter if it's true or false, he's going to speak out. He's going to bring unwanted attention. He's going to link up with people that this company doesn't link up with, knowing that's dead wrong. He wouldn't like that if the shoe was on the other foot. And he just talks too much, period. I think his major mistake, y'all, was not reading. Maybe not having a lawyer there. And I think, if I ain't mistaken, he even stated in an interview that he didn't have a lawyer with him when he signed his contract. This dude trusted this company with his well-being, with his future, all over some dollar signs. Now that he doesn't own himself anymore, he's unhappy and crying on live. Mr. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. What's really gonna send him over the top, though, it's not gonna be the Prince family. It's gonna be his woman sitting there looking at him, getting tired of him. The same thing every day. Griping. Drop the music. Give them their albums. Let's get on with our lives. Finesse, he better walk light. Trust my word. I just feel like a situation like his is better off. Y'all know what I want to say. They gonna put a policy on that boy. Now this next clip, Cardi B. This woman, she better chill out. I think people are letting her make her bed. So when that time comes when there's resistance, there's not gonna be an argument about what she has to do and if she's gonna do it. We have this woman taking pride in what she used to do, like as far as like certain things that if a dude did it, they wouldn't be here. Bill Cosby type behavior, allegedly. But I feel like they're just sitting on that information until they get the resistance. Check out what she said about a stomach bug. I'm gonna leave it at that. But all too often, this woman has spoken out about certain things and agendas and stuff, and nothing's happened. I think they're just letting her make her bed, y'all. Check out this clip. I feel like if anybody else would have said this, it might have been some problems. And that's allegedly, but let's go.
She's saying too much, so to speak, so let's watch it.
With, like, you know, their stomach or anything, or like this crazy, you know, like I said, like, people get all the time, but I feel like this that's going on, that's in the air right now, it's very intense. And I want you guys to keep an eye on it. And when y'all start getting, remember that Cardi told you that there's some shit going on. I'm in spreading some shit in the air, because I have never, ever had an experience like this before. Like, come on, I've been living for 29 years. 29. And never have I seen something like this. Ever.
We're definitely gonna end it right there. I don't want to let that topic linger too much, but y'all get where she was going with it. Like I said, other people that spoke out against certain things, y'all, allegedly certain things happened to them. Even people that spoke out about what Cardi's speaking out about. But what happened to her? What happened? Like I said before, I feel like they're letting her make her bed. Her friend, her best friend, already dodged a RICO. I don't know why she doesn't think eyes wouldn't be on her also. She has a certain red affiliation. She's already confessed to putting men in different state of minds to where they're not in control anymore. It's all kind of things she did, but they're letting Cardi make her bed. And when she spoke out about that, she spoke out too much. Anyway, like the video, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.